This is resistance training workout number 2 in our workout program. First exercise that Hannah's going to do in this workout is the split squat. Okay, we'll do it from the front and the back at first. So she's going to get into a split stance, which means one leg in front of the other, almost like a lunge position. So we want to be actually a little bit further. It's like an exaggerated lunge. Okay, so what we want to do is you can do your first rep and find out if it's your Goldilocks spot. And that means like you're a series of 90-degree angles. So I'll ask her to drop her back knee about 2 inches off the ground and pop back up. Come back up, back down. Okay? Now we'll show this from the side. Okay? So she has her front leg in front of her, back heel up, all the weight on the ball of her foot. She's going to drop her back knee to about 2 inches off the ground and then come all the way back up. So this is body weight position with her hands on her hips. The next thing that we do to progress it is we're actually going to put a weight in her hands and we'll have a goblet position. So now she has the goblet, she gets into her split stance, down, and then back up. Make sure she doesn't touch that knee, about 2 inches or so up off the ground. The last position that she can actually get into is going to be a double dumbbell down by her side. She assumes her position, a little longer stride. Okay? She's going to drop her back knee, but not touch the ground, be about 2 inches or so up off the ground, and you'll notice that she wants to stay relatively upright with this as well. Okay? I don't want her to see this. I'm going to actually have her do something wrong, where she bent over like that. I want her nice and tall, abs driven, sucked in here. Yep. And that'll stabilize her spine. Okay? Next exercise is an overhead neutral press. Hannah's going to bring the dumbbells to her shoulders, abs driven in, okay? Soften her knees a little bit, okay? She's going to press the weights above her head. Her palms are facing in, so their palms face her ears, okay? She's going to continue doing this. Now, I'm going to turn her sideways so I can show you a couple things that could go wrong, okay? She's going to assume her position. Sometimes people may lock their legs out. Don't want to do that. I want to keep it nice and soft. That way I get to use the entire thigh for stability. She's going to press up. One of the other things, hold it, one of the other things that she could do is she could wind up throwing her hips in front of her. I want to always keep my hips back and my abs engaged. Go ahead and do a couple correctly. Perfect. Okay? And then one of the other things that she could do, I'll turn her face the camera again. She wants to progress the exercise to incorporate a little bit more of a rotator cuff. This will be harder. She's going to soften those knees again, draw the abs in. Okay, she's going to press up, good, and bring it back down. As I said, this is going to be harder, so even using the same amount of weight is going to probably be about 2 or 3 ticks up on our rating of perceived exertion scale for her. So that was the overhead press. Next exercise is a Romanian deadlift. So Hannah's going to get into a knee softened position. She's going to be relatively tall at first because I want her to come all the way up into extension of the spine and hip extension here. So what I want her to do is soften her knees ever so slightly. Her fists are around the dumbbells. She's going to maintain contact with her thighs and the knuckles. She's going to glide into a hinge, and then notice how flat her back is. She's going to come up and drive her hips through. So she reaches that almost like a plank position top, okay? Come up, perfect, okay? As she does this, I need her abs to be driven in to help protect her spine again and maintain contact with her legs. Now, some things that could go wrong. I'm going to tell Hannah to come away from her legs now with the weight. What will sometimes happen, go ahead. Okay, that makes it too hard on your lower back, so you're going to feel that in your lower back. What could also happen with that is Hannah could also wind up rounding from getting too far away from her body. Okay, try it one more time. Again, this is something that can go wrong. Okay, come back up. So what she needs to do is, one more time correctly, great hinge, great flat back, a little less flex in the knees. Again, we should assume a bowing position, like we're bowing over, bowing down. Perfect. That was a great one. And that's your Romanian deadlift, or we'll call it RDLs sometimes. Next exercise is called a hollow body. So you're going to lay flat on the floor. You're going to raise your arms out in front of you, and you're going to raise your legs out in front of you as well. A little bit softened knees. Okay, you don't want to have the legs completely straight. You want to have them a little soft. Hannah's going to draw her belly button to her spine, so she hopefully flattens her back completely on the floor. From this position, she's going to slowly move her arms and legs, keep the knees bent, She's going to lift her head up too, so she's looking at her feet. You want to find a mechanical advantage point where she's able to hold this. She should maintain her breathing the whole time. She's able to hold this to fatigue. If you're dying within 2-3 seconds, you know that you've chosen to go too far with your arms and legs. You will start off at the beginning again. Some of you might actually even just start off here. Now pick your head up. This is suitable too, okay? If you're able to hold this for about 20-30 seconds or so, that's a good starting point. Don't bite off too much each time, because you'll just die. And this is called the hollow body. Looks easy, it's pretty tough.